Get whipped, son. Sorry.
It's cool. I'm trying to have a really crazy deep thought, and you're kind of just like fighting a fish, and I feel like you're ignoring me.
Trust me, I'm listening to your... It's a very good speech. You're saying you have a lot of good points, but I'm trying to beat up this fish.
That's cool. Take your time.
Okay, Justin, I'm a teen now, so I don't feel like it. I just don't feel like it.
What are you doing in my room, Mom?
I'm gonna stop playing this game now, okay?
Get
all right, everybody,
out of my
see you
room.
later.
God, you're not the boss. I'm almost 17 now. You can't tell me what to do anymore.
I'm a grown adult.
I don't want a Happy Meal anymore, Mom.
Mom, look at me. I dyed my skin. Look, I got red and blue highlights.
This is just how I feel. I'm just trying to express how I feel on the inside.
I'm expressing myself.
I don't want a Happy Meal anymore, Mom. I want a Big Mac. I'm a Big Mac shark now.
Look, there's different types of nutrients. Red, gold, blue, and green.
Wow.
So that's what I need for these different ones.
What you gonna do with all those nutrients? All those nutrients, you're a shark? I was really hoping that would flow a little bit better, like as the idea flowed into my brain, but
that was terrible.
You know what? We try our best here. We really do.
That was abysmal.
Well, give me some time. I'm only a teenager right now. Maybe when I progress into adulthood, my improv comedy will get a little bit better.
All I know is I need to get some revenge on those alligators, because now I'm a big boy.
You sure do. Those level 15 pieces of shit. They were level 15, right?
One of them, the one that I need to hunt, apparently is level 15.
Do you think that your level 4 teenage ass can be able to handle such a endeavor?
I hope. I guess I am still a little weak. I may be a teen, but maybe I should be a smart teen and understand I'm not a grown adult yet.
There are no smart teens. Maybe you should, I don't know, your objective is really far away. Maybe this is like an area that you're supposed to come back to when you beef up a little bit, you get a little bit more powerful.
Maybe. I just don't know which way to go.
I would, probably the way you're going right now. You're probably going the right way. Yeah, check your map, dude. Check your shark map. Take your map out of
there's a map.
Take your map out of your shark backpack and be like, oh man, I shouldn't have opened this map underwater. It's all wet now.
This map's weird.
Stop. You're making me nauseous. I don't like when you do that.
So I gotta go all the way over here, but
yeah,
it looks like there's a disconnect in the water.
Yeah, look about 2 inches south. There's a little bit of an opening there. You see that? You gotta go that way. You gotta go around.
This way?
Yeah, as a wise man once said, you gotta bring it around town.
Around town. Okay, so I need to go straight and hang a left.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just follow the water, dude. Just trust the process, bro. Just follow the water, dude.
Just follow the waves, dude. Follow the waves.
If you want to realize your destiny, all you gotta do is lie back and let the waves take you the rest of the way. You know what I mean, dude?
You're a wise shark. You sound like you're like a surfer shark.
I'm a wise shark. I've seen some shit. I'll tell you what.
I've eaten a lot of people.
Ever tell you about the fishy Holocaust? That was fucked up, dude.
No, what happened during that?
Well, there was a shark with a tiny mustache who kept going, yeah. We gotta kill all the fish. And the fish were like, what the fuck, dude? we didn't do shit. Except worship God.
Dude? Okay, that's a toughie right there.
Yeah, you don't want to get in an altercation with that bad boy.
Those are pretty realistic
you gotta hang left. You gotta hang left.
Alligators.
Hang left.
Yeah, but there's a chest.
Okay, well,
what's that?
Squeeze the chest. See what? Ooh.
Gimme all of it.
constantly reminded
Gimme,
of how
oh
I
my
had to
god.
choose
That scared me. I'm not even playing the game.
Okay, it's okay.
Follow
Rest
your
and regroup.
follow the river, and then follow your heart. Follow your shark heart.
My shark heart, it's pretty small.
Do you think that your shark sharts? You think you ever have a shark shart?
I think they do. I think sharks poop in the ocean, so it's kind of their thing.
You think your shark sharted? You're a sharting shark?
I think every time a shark poops, it sharts.
Every time a shark sharts, an angel gets its wings.
Because it just releases, right? You know, because they're in the ocean. There's no bathroom. You're just like, all right, I'm going.
I
It's
guess.
like, I don't care if it's a fart or a shit. And if it's a shart, then that's just the way God intended it.
Dude, that's probably the coolest part about being a fish. You never have to worry about whether or not you gotta fart or shart. I guess you can't get over there.
It's probably pretty freeing.
Maybe if look at the map again.
Let's see.
So,
what's going on here?
Maybe like if you go up, maybe there's like an underwater connection right there during right where that thin landmark is. Maybe there's like an underground or underwater tunnel.
Okay, I'm gonna take your word for it, and if you're wrong, I'm gonna be really mad.
Well, I'm probably wrong, so don't take my word for it. I've never played this game. I don't know shit.
It's okay. It's a good suggestion. Let's experiment and find out.
Yeah, I'm just spitballing here. I don't know.
Call me Shark Boy.
It looks like I was very likely incorrect. Maybe. Oh, you're not even there
Well,
yet.
we're not there just yet, Doc. Come on, don't you have any sense of direction?
Mm-hmm.
I was totally checking it just to show you. I wasn't checking it for myself.
Well, I did take geography in college for a little bit. I don't talk about this a lot, but I did go to college for like a short period of time, and
Look at this.
yeah, nice, dude. I might have stopped showing up to geography, but I you know what? I would have passed if I just kept showing up, clearly.
Oh, my whip works now. Maybe I couldn't whip when I was a pup. See, now it's left bumper.
That's probably it, yeah. Pups probably can't whip. They can nay-nay, but they can't whip.
Nah, they can't whip or nay-nay. See, I can whip now, but I don't think I can nay-nay till I'm an adult.
Okay, yeah, you gotta be an adult in order to nay-nay. You'll never be able to do the full dance. Not until you're an adult. That's an adult shark perk, whipping nay-nay.
So what were you saying about geography?
Oh, yeah, I took geography in college for a short period of time, but I stopped going to the class because, well, I stopped going to school altogether.
Yeah, I think I started and quit college a collective of like 4 different times.
It sucks, man. It's like, it's really, if you're just not a school person, like for me, I don't know what it is, man. I really like learning, but I really don't like school. I don't like being in a classroom. I don't like being around a ton of people.
Yeah, it's a terrible way to learn. Yeah, because every time I went, we went, and like one time we went together, I know, and it was just the same old. It was like 3 different times where it was like normal college stuff, worked part-time or full-time, and tried going, and it just didn't work out. And then one time I tried a summer class.
I think you gotta hop
try
over.
doing. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try that. Let's see. Cowabunga, dude.
Nice.
Easy peasy.
200
and,
IQ.
I tried doing a algebra 1 class, and
You couldn't
I
pass
was
the
like,
class
"All
because
right."
you couldn't pronounce the name of the class.
Yeah. It ended up being an English class, and I failed miserably the first day.
The final was say algebra. You're like algebra. No, you flunked.
Algebra.
Algebra.
After, it's the final assignment, and it's worth. I hated how they did the scoring for the classes. My girlfriend has to deal with this because she's doing a lot of college right now, and it'll be like you have one 10-point assignment, and it's like it's like the way the percentage of it goes into your overall grade, like they make it really minimal, but then you have another 10 out of 10, like 10-point assignment, and it ends up being like percentage-wise a way bigger assignment. It's stupid. I hate it's so confusing and convoluted, and I don't know why they do it.
I feel like a lot of times in college, it's like there's either like a final or a final assignment, and those both are worth like a huge portion of your grade. I mean, it kind of makes sense though. Like, it's trying to test the knowledge that you've gained on the subject. So I understand it, but yeah, it's kind of a lot of pressure.
It is. Yeah, I envy people who can stay and continue college. And yeah, when I took that class, I thought I didn't have to take. I was like, I took Algebra 2. That was like my top math class I took in high school.
Albegra.
And mind you,
mean
Albegra? I took Algebra 2 in high school, so I was like 16 when I took that class, and it was 21 when I tried doing this class.
Mm-hmm.
And I was working at the Ford dealership, and yeah, it was a summer class, and I went in, and the lady wasn't 100% fluent in English too, so it was like really hard to like understand her half the time.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was just so rusty, dude, and I felt like an idiot in the class, and I was like, just like every other time I went to college, I made it like a couple months in,
mm-hmm.
and I was like, screw this. Or this was a summer class, so it was only like a month.
Gotcha.
That I was in it.
I did take one summer class before. Actually, it was anthropology. It was my first anthropology course, and I passed. I think I got like a B overall over the course. It was really tough at the time because I was working night crew at the grocery store that I work at now. So I would work all night, 10 p.m. to like 6:45 a.m., and then my class would start, I think at like 8 o'clock. Nice, you murdered them.
Oh my God, I'm eating people like a monster.
Dear God, dude, talk about a ruined vacation.
Oh, they have hella health. I can't kill them that fast.
But yeah, somehow, even after work, after working all night long, I would go show up to class, and I would do all the homework. I passed every test, and I passed it pretty easily. Like, I honestly did not put a lot of effort into the class, but I was able to pass it. And then the next semester, when I went back, I took geology, I took geography, and I took sociology. I think those were the 3 classes that I took, and they drove me nuts. I hated going to school. Like, I dreaded it so much, and I forced myself to do it for a while, but I don't know what it was.
Was it the teachers? Or was it just everything?
If I'm being honest, like, yeah, I feel like a big part of it was the teachers, but I feel bad saying that. Like, I feel like I'm making up excuses when I say that, you know? Like, if I really wanted to do it, I should have just done it. I should have stuck with it. But specifically my sociology teacher, dude, it just seemed like he just wanted to talk about himself, like, the whole time. And
they do.
It felt like a waste of my time. I'm paying all this money. I'm going to school after work every day, and when I get there, the teacher's just talking about his personal life, and I felt like I was barely learning anything, and it was so frustrating because all of the learning, it felt like I had to do on my own. Like, I had to go home and read the textbook and do the homework, and it was like, dude, why am I going to class? Aren't you supposed to teach me something? Like, I should be learning while I'm here. And it felt like I wasn't, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'm vocal with I do not like, when it comes to like high school and all the normal school teachers, you know, I think it's their job to be good teachers anyways, but yeah, I do not like college professors, a lot of them. They're just so, yeah. I just hate their attitudes with a lot of stuff. A lot of the teachers I had, it was just like, why are you this way?
Yeah.
Like your teacher, why are you talking about your personal life? Or like the teachers that take pride in just being assholes. I get the mentality, but it's like, dude, you're a teacher. Get over yourself. You should be helping people and promoting a good learning environment, not just being famous for being an asshole and like being a tough teacher.
Yeah, it's definitely clear, like, the kind of people who actually have a passion for teaching versus the kind of people who become a teacher because they have some kind of like weird ego issue where like I don't know. Like for me, it just seems like if I'm going to be learning on my own, if I'm going to be like reading the textbook and doing the homework, and that's what's going to be actually teaching me things and implanting this information in my brain, what's the difference between me paying for this class and me watching a bunch of YouTube videos at home?
Right. You almost get a better education doing that.
Yeah, it's sad, man. Like, literally, a lot of times you can get a better education just from watching YouTube videos at home, and that's free.
Mm-hmm.
It's a weird time we're living in, though.
Because of that?
Yeah.
Or because of
we're in the
way you feel inside?
Well, we're in the age of information. It's just, it's such a strange thing, and I feel like human society and culture is still adjusting and kind of getting used to it. And I feel like there's a lot of negativity in the world. A lot of it, I think, is caused by like the news and the media, and it's really easy to like see the world and be like, holy shit, you know, it's not heading in a good direction. Everything sucks. Everything's sad. There's so much conflict. There's so much hate. But at the same time, there's a lot of good. Like, there's a lot of crazy good things happening too. And I feel like it's easier to ignore that. It's much easier to kind of focus on the negative. But there's a lot of really cool shit happening too. And we have so many resources that we just, 100 years ago, human beings would have never imagined being able to have the resources that we have today.
Get whipped, son. Sorry.
It's cool. I'm trying to have a really crazy, deep thought, and you're kind of just like fighting a fish, and I feel like you're ignoring me.
Trust me, I'm listening to your... It's a very good speech. You're saying you have a lot of good points, but I'm trying to beat up this fish.
That's cool. Take your time.
I got him. Yeah, it's crazy because it's like we have so much information, but we have so much misinformation, and I feel like people really like to gravitate towards the misinformation because it'll fit their bias.
Yeah,
like what they want to be true.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. There's a whole lot of negative. But I think the other thing that I try to tell myself too is that there's a lot of people out there that kind of think the way I do and that feel the way that I do. And I think that it's honestly the majority of people, but the majority of people I think are the silent ones, are the people that don't really have a lot to say or a lot to post. And it's like the biggest idiots and the most like hypocritical and annoying people are the ones that are the most vocal, and that's why you see it a lot.
Absolutely.
Like you see a lot of stupidity, and it's easy to think that that's the way the world is, and that's the direction the world is heading. But there's a lot of fucking smart people out there, man, and there's a lot of like down to earth people too, and you don't see it a lot because a lot of people just kind of keep to themselves. I don't know. I try to have a positive mindset on the state of the world.
That's how I feel.
And the state of like society.
I rarely ever post on social media, and when you see people who get hella fired up on Facebook, and it's just all toxic, and it's like the way I see social media is if you're constantly like really feeling like you need to post all the time and this and that, and it's all for attention, it's just like there's some other aspects of your life you need to get under control.
Mm-hmm.
And like when you realize that everybody is way more concerned about themselves than you'll like just not feel I know you don't post a lot on yours either, but like my Instagram, I haven't posted on my Instagram in like 2 years just because I was like I was just kind of over it. I was like, I don't need to. Like, I got my life, and I know I don't need to show people what I'm doing or if I have any cool accomplishments.
Mm-hmm.
I should be happy with it personally, like in my head.
Right. Yeah. You don't need external validation.
Yeah, I need to show the internet, all these people who I used to go to high school with that I don't talk to anymore for a very specific reason. I need to go post on this so they can see it.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, I totally agree. Now, I still have like social media, mainly for like my stream or for YouTube. I've been really bad about posting our YouTube clips and stuff, as you know. But like that kind of stuff I think is
So am
cool.
I.
You know, like it's our creative outlet. It's something that we care about, and it's something that we genuinely want to share with other people, because at the end of the day, we do this because we want to make people laugh and we want to make people smile. And I think that's awesome. Like, I think that us posting that kind of stuff is promoting positivity in the world. And like that's the kind of stuff that I genuinely enjoy posting. I still don't do it a lot. I feel like I probably should do it more, to be honest with you, but yeah, a lot of the stuff is not really like focused on me, because there's, at the end of the day, there's not really a whole lot that I want to share.
Right. It's super good for anybody with like who's a creative.
Yeah.
Like, I still look at social media. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I'll still look at I look at my Twitter quite a bit, but I never, like, I even follow a bunch of people who have just people who just fire off and have all these bad opinions they want to tweet out, you know? You see it everywhere. But I just have developed this mentality where even if something I read I don't like, I don't have that compulsive need to like write to them.
Yeah,
you know?
comment and then
or, like,
state
let them
your
know.
opinion.
Yeah, I don't really have that need. I used to have it. I know exactly what it feels like, but I just,
Yeah.
through like practicing staying away and being like self-aware of like what it really looks like, and when you finally see the people who are just doing that all the time or just in a really bad place, like mentally, then you're like, okay, yeah, it's a good thing I'm not doing this.
Yeah, it's definitely something that I've had to learn too, is that you're not going to be able to change everyone's minds. A lot of people are very set on their opinion and their ways, and sometimes the smartest thing to do is just to leave it be. Like, just be happy with who you are, be happy with what you're doing, trust the process, trust that you're doing what's best for you, and you shouldn't need to change anyone's minds or change anyone's opinion. Just do you. Just stay on the path that you've set for yourself, and focus on what you think is right and what you think needs to be done. By the way, you should like figure out what to do.
I figured it out.
You think so?
I'm just grinding.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta go over here now.
I know we got distracted by our super deep talk, but
I'm just eating groupers. These guys like to just sit and just be like, all right, I'm getting eaten alive.
yeah, well, that's kind of the grouper mentality. Ooh,
That's the grouper
Barracuda.
Get whipped, bro.
Yeah, you're really whipping that thing. I'm proud of you. I gotta say, Jared, you've become quite the apex predator.
I feel like a shark. This game really makes you feel like a shark.
Do you remember all the reviews of all the Batman games? Like Batman and Arkham Asylum would come out, and the reviews would be like, "This game is a 10 out of 10. It makes you really feel like Batman." And then Arkham City would come out,
Yeah.
and they would be like, "Arkham City is a 10 out of 10. This game really makes you feel like Batman." And then Arkham...
Yeah, it's their go-to compliment.
Yeah, the go-to phrase for everything, like why they give it a 10 out of 10. And then Arkham Origins, "This game makes you feel like Batman." And then I remember Spider-Man came out on the PS4, and I'm pretty sure people were memeing on the reviews for that, because like the reviews basically were, "This game's like super good, the web slinging feels great, and it really makes you feel like you're Spider-Man."
It's like, who pays you to come up with something different and unique, please?
Dude, speaking of paying critics, have you heard about the Battlefield 2042 reviews?
Oh god, are they giving it good
Dude,
reviews?
they're like, people are giving it like 8 out of 10s, 9 out of 10s, and if you play the game, or if you look up any footage on the game, it is the biggest.
It's broken.
It's the biggest, fattest piece of shit that's ever been shit onto the earth in the history of video games. It's in a horrible state. The maps are ass. The gunplay is fucking terrible. The vehicle spawning system is broken and legitimately game breaking. Oh my god, dude. It's...
And you bought it too, right?
I did, but I refunded it.
Oh.
So I got my freaking money back, dude. EA, I swear to God, they're the scummiest, worst piece of shit video game company on the face of planet Earth.
Do you think it's EA or do you think it's DICE?
It's a little bit of both, but I would say it's well, I don't know, man. This time around, it's hard to say. I would love to say that it's EA, but it seems like this game is actually broken from a development level. Like just everything about it, dude, is just... It's unfortunate. I enjoyed the beta for like a brief period because, mainly because I was excited to have another Battlefield game, and it was also really cool to have a Battlefield set more into like, well, it's in the future, but I consider it more like modern times versus what they've been doing a lot, which is World War I, World War II. It was kind of cool to have a modern day Battlefield again, and I was trying to make the best of it and look at the positives, because deep within all the shittiness is a Battlefield game. Like, it's a classic Battlefield game, and there's stuff to love about it, but it's just a broken piece of shit. It's unpolished, it's broken, it's incredibly lacking in content. They didn't do a campaign for this game.
There's no
campaign. It's only multiplayer, and I'm pretty sure there's a total of like 7 maps or something like that. Like, dude, how do you have no campaign in a game? It's exclusively multiplayer, and you have 7 maps. Like, are you kidding me? That's horrible. Where's the content?
I know. Where is it? I know, because this is the same thing with Halo Infinite, where the game comes out and they got multiplayer and the campaign, but you can't do co-op campaign and you can't do Forge, or they don't have any of the theater stuff. It's like, how are companies doing this, you know, in the past with no problem, and now all of a sudden there's a problem and people are just like, oh, you got to give them time.
Yeah.
It's like, no.
Yeah, people are...
Like, they should give us a full product for your money.
People are making excuses for these games because, like, they really enjoy the games and they want them to be successful. So, like, you know, of course, they're all going to defend their favorite games, but the issue is, like, we keep defending incredibly horrible malpractices of all these developers, and all it's doing is solidifying these shitty practices. And if anybody wants gaming to stay alive and continue to thrive and be good, we have to hold developers and publishers accountable for the shitty practices that they're doing. And yeah, like games being unfinished on launch, it's getting fucking annoying, dude. Like, it's been a long time. Back in our day, Jared, when you would get a game on day one, it would work. Like, it would just work. And the whole game would come out, and you would pay $60 of your hard-earned fucking cash for a game that fucking worked.
And it was nice. Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. And dude, I remember a time when people were complaining about day one patches. You remember that? People would be like, it's unacceptable to have to download a 1 gigabyte update the day a game comes out, just in order to fix the game. Like, dude, I wish that day one patches were the pinnacle of our issues with video games today.
Now it's like, I hope the game comes out and that's all it needs.
Yeah, like, dude, we're lucky to have a 1 month patch. Like, if the game comes out in a broken state, we're like, oh, don't worry, dude, the day 30 patch is coming. Like, dude, fuck that, man. have the game work when you pay the goddamn money up front for it. Like, holy shit.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. It's the same thing with like all the early release shit. Which makes sense for like indie developers, but it makes no sense for like a big AAA company to
I'll tell you what happened. People keep buying this bullshit. People spend the money, they buy the game, and then they make up excuses for how it's okay, and they'll like, oh, it's still in beta. Like, it's still in beta, yeah, but the game comes out in a month. Are they gonna fix the plethora of issues within a month? Like, probably not, let's be real. And people keep making up excuses and spending their goddamn money. And so companies like EA that thrive on nothing but money, and they want to lock in their profits for shareholders and whatnot, like all they want is your money. They slap Battlefield on the title of a game because they know that there's a bunch of dipshits out there that'll pay money for the game because it's got Battlefield in the name. And I'm telling you, man, you just gotta not buy the game. Like, if we want gaming to change, let these companies go broke.
With our state-of-the-art cameras, we can probe.
I don't know.
Yeah, we gotta just not pay. Sorry, I'm in a heated battle with this fish.
It's okay. I
You're
understand.
giving another really good speech, and it's really powerful, and I'm listening, but this guy's he's banging me. He's got all of his buddies with him, too.
It's okay. I understand. Also, at the same time, it's like, dude, I don't have any developer experience. I don't have any. I don't work for any publishing companies. Like, maybe I don't have much of a leg to stand on. I don't have a lot of experience in this field. I'm kind of talking out of my ass here.
I think you
but
do, because in the past, we never had these issues. Same companies, same teams, doing the same stuff.
Yeah.
So I think you do have a leg to stand on.
I just genuinely, like, I care a lot about video games. Like, video games are my fucking life. They have been since I was a wee lad.
If you love them so much, why don't you marry him?
I know, jeez. I might as well marry a video game for crying out loud.
God, he's making me jealous.
I thought you cared about the Sweet Boys, but it seems like all you care about is the betterment of video game culture. So,
I'm a level 6.
nice, dude. You're growing up. Maybe one day you'll be an adult.
And you know what that means.
It means it's the end of the episode, and video game companies got me heated.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, a little bit harder. You'll reach the surface. I believe in you.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh god.
There you go. Take a breath. Take a breath in that fresh air that you can't breathe without dying.
Wow, there's cars, dude.
Wow. It's almost like there's a society of humans that live there.
You're right. This is Florida.
Told you. Well, guys, thank you very much for watching the video. If you enjoy the content, or if you agree with my rants on video game culture and how it needs to change, please leave a like on the video. We'd appreciate that very much. Oh, also, please, leave a comment. If you're fired up about something, or if you have an example to give and how video game culture these days is bullshit and needs to change, please leave it in the comment section below. Or, on top of that, we
Please.
also talked about the state of the world and how there's a lot of good in the world. And if there's anything positive that you want to spread, we would absolutely love to read that in the comments too. Really, positive comments will legitimately brighten up our day. So if you have anything nice to say, or have a positive outlook on the world, please leave it in the comment section below.
Yes, please.
We will leave you with that. I think we're going to keep on playing this game. So we'll be back with another episode of Maneater in approximately 2 days. So we hope to see you guys then. Thank you so much for watching. Peace and love.
See you later, everybody.